Hello, Monsters Abound here, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3 in part 31 of my Kugath campaign. How long can I keep this going? It's fine, don't worry about it, kids. It's just a little while. We'll kill the Empire. We'll kill the Empire, and then we've got any time left after that. Maybe we'll just keep on. Map complete. Some crazy bastards occasionally ask me why I don't do that. The main reason is I can't be asked, to be honest. I'm half tempted just to start a new campaign at this point, because I feel like we've definitely, you know... I mean, okay, Kairos is doing okay there, but... I think... Are we strength rank 1? We're strength rank 2. You know, we take the Empire. We take the Empire, build it up. I reckon we'll be pooping out armies left, right and centre. That is my promise to you. There will be poop. Oh my goodness. There will be poop. So what are you attacking? What the fuck? Tretch, I wish I could see what you were doing. And I can't. Which is a shame. It's not really the end of the world. Okay, so we're sieging this down. We're going to grab this afterwards. These guys are still fairly alive. If we hit them with a plague, they won't be. So bring you over here. Siege them down. Take that. Take that. Settle that. Start building this up. Make big money. That's the key. That's how you do it. That's where the magic comes from. You know, we'll get into some really good, definitely not total bullshit money-making techniques, Bitcoin, MLMs, that kind of thing. Oh, Dr. Rhea, not you two. First one, then you. First one. and good. And I don't have much money. I need to do some sacking. That's what I need to do. If only Grimhammer hadn't nerfed sacking. Why? Why would you do it? What possible reason?
Perhaps you could spare me a bite.
Like, you can't spare your shit at the moment. Military alliance. All right. I can't help but feel that you're going to get your head kicked. I have beefed up. I have beefed up Ted. He's getting AI bonuses now. And he still can't do shit. You know what I'm going to do? Weaker. Right. There we go. So theoretically, Ted should be stronger. Kostautin should be weaker. I still think Kostautin just wiped out Ted's. But with any luck, Ted's... It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's just
pestilent punishment.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep on. What if I give you that? Then we don't lose anyone. Ideal.
Create so much decay.
Ideal. Right, occupy that bad boy. With little Dungruts. We'll get that replenishment going. You've got Arcane Conduit. Let us go Deadly Blade then.
Look what fathers found, children.
Okay, the dwarfs have run away. Now, okay, here we go. So, Wolfenburg is semi-defended. Wow, you're going to kill a lot of guys. Okay, maybe we build some siege towers. We'll get some siege towers up. That'll help us take the walls, and that'll be fine. Can we reach the dwarves down here? Just because I don't want those dwarves dicking about, running around, causing shenanigans. Dwarves and their shenanigans, am I right? So, let's put that bullshit down. I will take the cash. Last thing I need is fucking dwarfs and their shenanigans. Okay, we've got a little army down there. That's fine, because if we can take Wolfenburg... If we can take Wolfenburg... And in fact, if we can just knock Ostland out, that will be huge, because then they won't just be able to recruit shitty stacks of troops. Tretch, what are you doing, mate?
My will does not bend.
Where are you going? Why are you going back here? I wish it gave you, like, you know, mission. Like, I wish it said this army is planning to do this. Because so far it looks like he's going to traipse his way halfway across the map to what? Hold up? Just hold up and... Like, what? Why are you doing that? I don't understand. Let's take the infections. We'll amble up here. Let's go for an ambush. I don't know if that's gonna be that useful, but it's worth a little punt. Do we now? Is there any actual landmark buildings for Nurgle? I mean, I know we've got the Dubry, what's it, the Court of the Covenant, but everyone gets that. But I don't think they've actually got any special buildings anywhere on the map. I don't think so, anyway. I could be wrong, but there just seems to be nothing. Like Khorne, Tzeentch, and Slaanesh all get landmarks, and Nurgle does. Why does it feel like Nurgle's half-assed? Nurgle has a full and ripe ass. He deserves to be full-assed. I mean, he is full-assed, but he deserves to be treated with some goddamn respect. And I feel like he wasn't. Bullshit. I don't know who... Count Dr. Jason? Yes, you're assaulting units. Uh-oh. Boop. Okay, needed that there, because there's old Zhao Ming. You are a big pile of vomit at the moment, by the looks of it. You are having a terrible time. Holy shit. Okay, we're not going to worry about anything. You know, if we lose settlements, they'll be on the frontier where we're pushing out from. And frankly, that's not necessarily a massive problem. You know, stuff like this. Do I actually care? No, it's fine. Because the... Oh, fucking wood elves. Because they're settlements that we didn't necessarily have... What? Not Valmir Cool. Was he shanked? Did you shank... Oh my god, you shanked Valmir Cool. He's literally a big pool of pus. I don't know what you... What could you have possibly done to him?
Most delightful.
Okay, I guess we'll just walk in here and take this. Thank you. And from there, we can strike out. Oh my giddy aunt. Uh-oh. Well, did not see them coming, did I? Let us...
Cultist of the fly rocks to cripple none.
Okay, at least you're pooping yourself to death. You're having a bit of a rough time. The Falls of Doom has a reasonable garrison, so they hopefully should just... It's a real concerted effort there, though. You know, to be fair to them, good effort. I mean, this isn't too bad. This army looks reasonably competent. It's a shame about Tretch. Still, I think we're okay there. I'm going to rely on my plague to see me through. Where is... Ah, you're up there. Annoying bloody wood elves. Right, let's see if we can take out Ostland. Take out Ostland. That's one less faction being a massive pain in my arse.
But specimen.
I'm going to occupy. Nah, let's leave it occupy.
Look, anything of worth.
Yeah, leave it occupy. Right. Okay. You're still going to kill... No, you're not going to kill everyone because we've got siege towers. All right, let's use those siege towers. Nurgle towers are definitely the best fucking towers. Holy shit. Look at them. They look amazing. Genuinely like building them just to see them. They look so good. Look at their little eyes. They're adorable. Okay, all of the hippity hops are going to attack the gates. Although, I think probably the best way to deal with the gate is just open it from the inside, to be honest. It's probably the better option. So we'll just wait for the siege towers to reach the wall. We're bringing up the poison wing globadiers. That is going to be a mistake, because every single missile unit in the entire city will now start shooting them. They really do not like the poison wing globadiers. Still, they're doing reasonable damage in return, but they're just not going to win a missile duel. Even with the armoured Kossars, it's just not going to work out for them. I say, you know, damage-wise, not too bad. I'm fairly sure in vanilla they have like a dot effect, but apparently Grimhammer took that away. Fairly sure they have a dot effect. Okay, some of our units managed to make it inside the city somehow and are now attacking it from the other side, or at least waiting patiently for everyone else to smash their way through. Good for them. The gate is coming down. It's down to roughly about half health, but our siege towers are now reaching the wall, and to be honest, there's not really much to stop them. Out our boys come. Let's start taking out some of these wall defenders. I think the plague bearers should be able to deal with them no problem. Although, mind you, these guys have actually got pretty good stats. 40, 42, 40 weapon strength. Our boys, I mean, the weapon strength is better, but the melee attack isn't. And they do have a nice beefy melee defense there. Fortunately, the plague drones have turned up, and they will be flinging everyone off the wall. And no matter how good your stats are, being flung off a wall is gonna hurt, isn't it? It's raining men. Hallelujah. Just crashing into the buildings there. Literally just raining. So fucking funny. So many men look like falling down. Good. Okay, we've opened the door from the inside. How was the gate? It was almost dead. It was getting there. It would have been fine. Now trying to break through the armored Kossars and halberdiers. Why is the Empire the only one? I mean, okay, they do have breastplates, to be fair. But like the armored Kossars, you know, they're armored because they've got shoulder pads, chest plate, you know, they're armored, right? And I don't know why the Empire is one of the few factions in the game that goes, no, you don't need our armor. Do you know how expensive armor is? No. You get a breastplate and frilly trousers. That's your lot. Enjoy dying, that is. To literally anyone. I mean, come on, guys. Seriously? Mind you, 60 armor suggests they're slightly more heavily armored than I give them credit for. So maybe... I mean, they do have helmets. So that's something, I guess. Anyway, the hippity hops are currently hippity hopping all over the Empire Knights and state troops. We're attacking in 3 directions. We've got Dr. Rick Douglas leading the attack, trying to push through this large blob of Empire Knights. We've also got some enemy archers, or crossbowmen I should say, back there opening fire on us. We've got the plague bearers now pushing you down. See, the plague drones have done fucking amazing work. Although they don't have that many kills, they will have absolutely crushed any of these units just by kicking them off the wall. There's so many dead bodies just littering the ground there, and it's all plague drones just flinging people off. It's very, very, very useful. Pox Riders dueling with the Pistoliers. They should be able to win that fairly handily. And reinforcements on their way to assist. Now the plague drones are now taking out the artillery and some of the missile units. Make sure those mortars can't open fire. They haven't got any kills, but I think they have been probably doing a fair chunk of damage. Yeah, I mean, that's not bad. It's not necessarily a major issue, but they could get some lucky hits. The halberdiers are going to be an issue for the plague drones, of course, because they do have a big chunk of anti-large, 10 bonus large, which means that does get added to their melee attack and also their weapon strength, which is already quite beefy. They've got very good melee defense as well, so we're going to have to bring some assistance over here. Probably Todd, who has dealt with the handguns rather handily, and we probably need to get around here to back these guys up. It's a bit of a grind down here, but that's what Nurgle's good at. Nurgle does love a good hard grind. Plague Toes nibbling up the flanks. We've managed to mop up most of the Empire troops here. They're still hanging on for a minute, but the Pistoliers are starting to rout. The swordsmen are slowly going down. They're not super happy, so they should break fairly soon, and then we can get a flank around over here, bring our forces round onto the rear. If we can just get some nice rear attacks there, that should break that entire blob. And over here, Todd has arrived to help out. The halberdiers are now being dispatched. They're pretty happy about it, and unfortunately the plague drones are taking quite a lot of damage. They only have, I think, 10 entities to start off with, so they've lost a few. But their health is quite low now. I think we've got a handle on this. Just need to bring them round. Take out these archers. Little Fate of Buna there, sucking off all of the halberdiers. It was just a quicker way of killing them. And it does seem to have worked, although these plague drones are very low on health. Haven't lost another entity yet, though, which is great. And it looks like army losses now taking effect, and the entire enemy army is fleeing, leaving us with the city. And I think this is their last one. Okay, how much money we get for sacking it? I'll take it. And then I will occupy. Get some of that big... Right, is Ostland dead? I think they've just got this little army here who should be dying. I mean, they're not currently dying because they're raiding. But they should, in effect, be a dead faction. They've got one little army left. That's it. Should be easy enough to oh my god, they've got Hellblaster volley guns. Those things are going to sting. Right, I'm a little bit concerned about what's going on over here. You are... Tell you what, I'm going to leave you one turn to replenish, and then you're going to go off and take that settlement for me. Have a devastating charge, Dr. Quinn. Medicine Woman. What else do I want? I don't know. Hate Zinch. Right. Now, you don't have a plague on you, do you? You want that one. That's better. Replenishment is a little bit better, isn't it? Rick. Okay, you've got Armor of Malady. What else do you have? You do have the Hippity Hops, don't you? Oh, Immortality. Let's give you Immortality so you can never leave us.
Such joy.
Now, there's definitely a little surge of Cathay coming this way, isn't there? Okay, failure, but to be honest, next turn, I mean they've got 2 turns and then the entire army disintegrates. Literally poops itself to death. So, I'm not so worried about that. I guess we can upgrade this. I mean, we could potentially get some thingamajigs. Zinch units. They... Obviously, Zinch is the antithesis... Oh, you would fucking attack, wouldn't you? There's nothing left. It says Valiant Defeat. I think we've got to try. I could have auto-resolved this. And maybe I should have, but if I'm gonna lose this settlement, then I'm gonna make them pay for every fucking step they take. So, most of the enemy reinforcements, in fact, I say most, I mean all of the enemy reinforcements are coming from this direction, which includes Zhao Ming's almost dead stack. Now, everyone's got Plague. It's not going to help me right this instant. We need to take out their artillery. We've got fire rain rockets. They've got a lot of artillery. Fire rain rockets over there. They've got a cannon over here. There's another cannon over here. Basically, it's just a friggin' nightmare. It's a crossfire. I've got no safe place. There is no safe space here. And as such, I'm getting battered from all sides. So let's take out that artillery. It's probably a bit risky to throw the Chaos Furies in here. We do have archers, which are currently not pointing at us, but still, the point is that they could turn. They could. We're sending the Spawn of Nurgle to engage the Jade Warriors. Hopefully they can break through them. If they can break through them, then we can push on and knock out the Jade Warrior crossbow. Oh, looks like there's some Peasant Long Spearmen coming back. Mind you, oh, and Jade Lancers as well. But at least their artillery's taken out, so that's good. Zhao Ming has arrived with his force of mostly dead from pooping, including the Sentinel. I don't know how you make a Terracotta Sentinel poop itself to death, but somehow Nurgle provides. Meanwhile, we've got Jade Warriors trying to push their way through, backed up by cavalry. Not the best use in a siege. Just throw cavalry, your Jade Lancers into a big melee, but that's fine. Healing them up there. We've got towers on the go. These guys are starting to advance. I'm spread quite thin, so there's not much I can do about letting them get control of some of these objective points, but the longer we keep hold of them, you know, the more damage we can do to them, which is basically what we want to do. Those cannons opening fire. We're going to charge in and take out the Celestial Dragon Guard here. It's going to be a tough nut to crack, but we're going to give it our best shot. The Furies may be on the way out, but their archers are being flung all over the... Wow. By archers. Being flung all over the place. The cannons are out of commission. The Furies are dead, but never mind. And here comes Zhao Ming's force. They've got some more artillery as well on top of that, which is just absolutely fucking dandy. We've got another tower coming up here, so we can, you know, continue the blatting, which is how we're going to get some of those kills. Oh, they've summoned in fucking ancestral warriors. I mean, this is not going well. We're surrounded by Celestial Dragon Guard. Those guys are pretty nasty. Now, I will say, so obviously this is a concerted effort by Zhao Ming to break through, but why? Now, it's the blossom thingy-majig. It looks pretty, does basically nothing. Now, so I've complained about just, you know, the AI being quite timid about engaging the player. I'm going to pull these forces back so those rockets can't do as much damage. And there's a few people that said, well, what do you want? Do you want them just to throw themselves at the player? And no. And I realised that there's no real, like, easy answer for it. Like, strategically, it's good that the AI is worried about fighting you, but at the same time, they seem to go out of their way to just not. And, you know, throwing themselves at you would not be ideal either. However, in this case, what they've done is they've thrown 3 armies, probably the vast majority of their military might, and they've thrown it in a situation where, I mean, they've attacked, they've obviously bypassed Andrew. They've gone, nope, and they're not bothering to attack Tretch. They're going straight for me. Uh-oh. Oh, no, this isn't good. This isn't good. Oh, this is going to sting. Oh, that was two comets. Ow. Ow. However, our forces are now coming back over. So we wiped out everyone down here, and we're now bringing our forces back. So kind of doing a little rear attack. And it looks like, why have we got a cultist rather than a plague-ridden? Why is that? Anyway. So, you know, they've attacked me desperately. Like they really want to kill me. Okay. And they've attacked a position which is undefended. Fine. And they've done it with 3 armies, and they're still going to fuck themselves over. Because even if they take this settlement, they're dead. They are fucked. They ain't doing shit, mate. And to be honest, I think being cautious of the player is fine if the AI has an actual strategy. Because if the strategy is stay away from the player, that's not good enough. Their entire plan is stay away from the player's armies, attack them if you can, like, throw 3 stacks at them, attack their settlements. That's the plan. That's their entire plan. That is it. That's all they have. And that is not good enough. They need to be actually, you know, and I know they're trying to do this because I know the way the Total War AI works. It sets up like a list of priorities. So it has a list of things that it wants to do, or potential options, and then it ranks them. And that's how it decides what it's going to do. But it doesn't seem to actually pick coherent options. I think, and I'm not 100% sure, and this is very much backseat developing, but I think the problem is they don't actually play enough of their own games. They automate it, and, you know, understandably, because Total War games go on a while, and they probably don't have the resources to test every single faction multiple times deep into campaign as the player. However, I think they rely too much on this sort of like just AI automation. Let it run. What's it doing? Okay, that seems fine. At no point, I think, do they actually set it against the player and go, does this actually work? Because I think so much of the time you just end up in this weird sort of situation where the AI doesn't want to fight you, but will be utterly it's just a weird combination of being terrified of you and yet desperately wanting to kill you at the same time. Anyway, so far so good. We've managed to take out the vast majority of their army. I mean, we're not going to win this. However, I mean, having started with 3,500, they're down to 1.3, which is not great for them. They are taking objectives. That's good, because, I mean, obviously early in Warhammer 3, they just didn't give a shit. They wouldn't bother with the objectives. They'd sort of, like, run up to them, sit on them for a little while, and then run away before they captured them. A bit weird, but never mind. Oh. Looks like the Oxen had a heart attack there. That's a shame. At least that compass is out of here. The Terracotta Sentinel as well is very, very low on health and is currently being harassed by hordes of Chaos Spawn. Come on, lads, take him out. Oh, we're pulling back into range of the towers to let the towers do some work for us. Enemy reinforcements are streaming onto the battlefield. Lots of missile units as well, which is obviously not great for us. And Zhao Ming has a lot of health and is regenerating. So that's fun. That Terracotta Sentinel is... Come on, take him down. Take him down. I mean, the Nurglings actually are anti-large. I keep forgetting that they're anti-large. Grimhammer makes them anti-large. And you know what? That's not necessarily a bad option. Because, you know, obviously Nurgle doesn't have a lot of anti-large, giving Nurglings a little bit of utility later in the campaign. Not the worst thing. Down the Sentinel goes, and Zhao Ming is a little bit surrounded. He is being harassed from all sides. He's still regenerating, but he's getting blatted. God, there's a lot of Cathay boys and girls. Fortunately, those towers doing great work. And I think actually the rocket's helping out quite a bit as well. We have upgraded this tower over here to level 4, which means it now shoots the same shots as the Soul Grinder. It means it's doing some pretty good damage. I mean, Zhao Ming is... He's having a bit of a rough time. It's like he's taking damage from the towers as well. Cathay forces trying to batter their way into the settlement. I mean, we currently have no real units that can stop this. All of what's left of our army is currently engaged at the front here, trying to hold back the enemy reinforcements. There's a large blob of Jade Warrior crossbowmen and also the Iron Hail gunners, and if they get some shots off, that will hurt. Still, those rockets really helping out. Thanks, guys. Zhao Ming getting a little bit surrounded here by the Forsaken of Nurgle, who have pretty good weapon strength. And Zhao Ming being a little bit surrounded here could be in a little bit of trouble. He's taking a lot of damage, actually. We're bringing everyone back so that we get into range of the... Bring people back into range of the towers so we can use our towers to mop up. Meanwhile, we can really concentrate all attacks on Zhao Ming. Just get him in this corner and pummel him. getting stun locked. There's this general over here who's not super happy. He's a Lord Magistrate and he's getting battered by Chaos Spawn. We do have the Iron Hell Gunners, but these archers are now in range of our towers, which means we can now concentrate tower fire on these guys and take out large chunks of their army, which is looking pretty good. Getting shot by those Iron Hail Gunners, but Zhao Ming is going down pretty rapidly now. He's just pinned in this corner. More Forsaken coming in from this flank as well. And their charge bonus is actually not too bad. He's down to 3,000. I say, he is regenerating. But he's losing health faster than he's actually regenerating it. He's unhappy. I'm not surprised. If he keeps attacking, getting stuck in the middle of our pile of what's left of our army, this is everything we have left now. This is it. That's all we've got left. Looking at numbers, I mean 83 we've got, but they've only got 580 left of their 3,007. They've lost over 3,000 men trying to take this settlement. I mean, even if they win this, and it does look pretty good that they will. Even if they win... Oh, Zhao Ming goes down. Wow. That's one dead lizard. I mean... That's a hell of a Pyrrhic victory, guys. Holy shit. And a lot of these archers are not super happy about life. Unfortunately, we're about to lose all of our objectives. As they're grabbing this one over here. They're moving in to grab this one over here. We're trying to bring our forces back around, but I don't think we're going to get there in time. And unfortunately, that does mean this tower will go down. Our level 4 tower will go down, which is really annoying because it's doing so much damage to the enemy units. Having broken all of these archers, and they've just lost everything. 450 left out of 3,700. Wow. Quickly, rush up the ramp, guys. If only I wasn't so fucking slow. They're going to take it. I don't think we're going to... And they're also blocking. So we can't even, like, get into the objective to try and hold it. But those Iron Hail Gunners getting... There's so many dead bodies here. Like, these guys are still plinking away. His battle... If I'd made slightly different choices, this battle might have been winnable. We're charging in here. Unfortunately, it's just not going to be enough. This objective is going to get taken. That tower is going to go down, which is a real shame. And unfortunately, that does mean that we will lose the battle. So... Okay, they took the settlement. Fair play. They have militarily fucked themselves. They sacked the settlement. They literally just sacked. That was a sacking. Well, you know, I did everything I could to help them. I really did. And yet, as soon as they started building armies up here, they just curb stomped the Legion of Chaos. Not even fucking close. Okay, both of you guys are fucked. And to be honest, I think we'll actually be fine here. They threw everything they had against me. Absolutely everything they had, and all they succeeded on doing... How much money did they take? This is what I really want to know is how much money they actually took from that sack. Settlement sacks. 2,500. So they took 2,500 and in exchange lost 3 armies.
To touch a dragonborn is blasphemy.
I'm going to go ahead and say that that may not have been militarily expedient. That may not have been the best shout. I don't think this is the best shout for them either. The loose... Oh, Thruds. Thrud and Gutblout, apparently, deciding to come and have a go at Andrew Wakefield's. That's going to be a mistake, but it's one we'll have to see next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.